Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coco Education. So in this video, we will discuss a solution for AMC 8 2023, the first 5 questions. So question 1 should be quite easy. First bracket 8 times 4, 32. So 32 plus 2 is 34. And here you do the multiplication first. So 8 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8. So 8 plus 8 is 16. Difference equals to 18. So question 1, the answer is D. Now, for question 2, so we folded this into 4 smaller squares. Right. So when you open it, these are the lines of the folding. Then they cut out a small triangle here. So in the original figure, this is the small triangle. So if we cut it out, there will be a small square in the center. So the answer is option E. Now, question 3, so we just put in the values given to us. It says that the air temperature is 36. It's minus 0.7 times speed of the wind. Right, this one given is 18. So equals to 36 minus 12.6, which is 23.4. Right, so round this to the nearest integer, so it will be 23. So the answer is B. So question 4, the numbers go in the spiral pattern. We can just fill in the missing number here. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. This one's 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38. This one is 39, then 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. So out of these 4 shaded numbers, 39 is not prime, it's 3 times 13. So the other 3 numbers, they are prime, 19, 23, and 47. So answer is D. Question 5, we just find the proportion of the fish that's the trout. So this is 30 of the total is from the sample is 180. So 30 over 180. We know that this is 1/6 of total. So 1/6 of the total is the trout. For the whole lake is 250. So to find the total number of fish, it will be 250 times 6, 1,500. So the answer is B. Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coco Education. So in this video, we will discuss solutions for question 6 to 10. Now, we look at the digits given 2023. So they want us to get a maximum product. First thing is to take note that the 0 can't be put as the base number. So you put 0 at any of these two boxes, the product equal to 0. That's not the largest. So it means that 0 must be on top. Now, so for the base number here, you should choose 2 instead of 3. Right? If you choose 3 here, this one is 2 squared. So the product equal to 4. That's not the largest. So you put a 2 here. Now, for the other one, you have two choices. It's either 2 cubed or 3 squared. Compare the value, you see that 3 squared is 9, 2 cubed is 8. So we choose 3 squared. This equals to 1 times 9. So the product is 9. Then we choose option C. Question 7. Okay. So since the figure is already given, we can just draw it on the figure. We draw a straight line that passes through the point A and B. And then, okay, then I need to make some adjustment. This one is a bit off. Okay. Right. When you draw the line, you have to make sure that each time this pass through the diagonal of a 1/3 rectangle. So the first one, right? The second one, you just make sure this is always the diagonal of this 1/3 rectangle. Then the straight line is correct. Now, the other one for CD, this pass through the diagonal of a 1/2 rectangle. Right. So this will be the straight line. And then we can see that you only pass through one of the 4 vertices. So answer is 1. For question 8. So there are 6 rounds of matches. Now, for each round, there will be 2 winners and 2 losers. So the 1 indicate a win and 0 indicate a loss. First round, we already have 2 1, so the last one has to be a 0. Then you look at the second round, there's 1 0 1, so we need another 0. For the third round, so there's 1 1 0, so we need another 0. Fourth round, we have 0 0, so this should be 1 and 1. There are 2 1s and 2 zeros. So next round is a 0, the last round is 1. Let me choose option A. Now, question 9. So we need to read the graph. Here, this vertical axis indicates the elevation, so it's measured in terms of meters. And the horizontal axis gives us the time, it's measured in terms of seconds. To find how many seconds she spent at the elevation between 4 to 7 meters. So let's see. First time when it's between 4 and 7, so it's on this part here. And this from 2 to 4. So that's 2 seconds. The next time is it will be here. So that's from 6 to 10. That's 4 seconds. So next time is in between this range is from 12 to 14. So just make sure it's within this range, and then we work out the time. Another 2 seconds. So total is 2 plus 4 plus 2. It's 8 seconds. Let me choose option B. For question 10, so the first person was able to eat a quarter of the pie. So 1 minus 1/4, we have 3/4 left. Second person came by and ate 1/3 of what's left. So finish 1/3 means we have 2/3 left. So at first it was 3/4 of total times 1 minus 1/3. Okay, so 8 1/3, you have 2/3 left. 2/3 of 3/4. So this is half of total. Now the third person ate 1/3 of the total. So 1 minus 1/3, there's also 2/3 left. 2/3 of half equals to 1/3. So this is 1/3 of total. Answer is D. Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coco Education. So this video we discuss the solutions from question 11 to question 15. So this question given here, they want us to find the average speed. So we just do a unit conversion. This is miles per hour, but the time given is 6.5 months. So on average, 1 month is about 30 days, so time 30. And then 1 day has 24 hours, so times 24. This gives us 4680 hours. Then we can do an estimation. So this is around 5,000 hours. Now, as for the distance traveled, we can also do an estimation. This is around 300 million. So distance divided by the time give us the speed. It's 300 million divided by 5,000. So we can cancel the zeros, take away 3 zeros. Now we have 300,000 divided by 5, so equals to 60,000. Let me choose option C. Now, question 12, they want to find what fraction of the large white square is shaded. Let's say radius of the smallest circle is 1. So for these 3 shaded small circles, each of them the area is pi times 1 square. Then the total area is 3 times pi times 1 square, so equals to 3 pi. Now for the medium circle, so we know that here the radius is 2. So these two are shaded. The area is 2 times pi times 2 square. Is 8 pi. Then we can find the big shaded circle. Okay, this one here, the radius is 4. So this is pi times 4 square, 16 pi. Now, lastly, for the big white circle, so the big white circle, this is the radius. The 4 times 2, so radius is 8. So this will give us wait, sorry, this is not 8. Center is here. So the radius is 6. is pi times 6 squared. 36 pi. Right. So now let's find the total area of the shader. So we have the 3 small circles, that's 3 pi. For this shaded circle, the area is 16 pi. But we need to take away the 2 unshaded circles. So the total is 8 pi. We find out that shader region in total is 11 pi. And for the big white circle, the area is 36 pi. So we have 11 pi over 36 pi equals to 11 over 36. It's option B. Now, question 13. Let's draw it on the figure first. So we have 7 water stations. So this is water 3, 4, 5, and 6. 7 stations means altogether we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 intervals. So 8 intervals, and now we have 2 repair stations. So 8 intervals is the total. So between the 2 repair stations, we can find the length. This is 8 divided by 3 of the interval. Of course, you can convert it into a mixed number. This is 2 over 3. Yeah. Because the repair station cut it into 3 equal parts. So the other one is around here. Right. So there's 1, 2, and 3. This is the first repair station, there's the second repair station. So its number is 2, 2, 3. Then we know that the distance between these two is 2 miles. So this is, let's say this is 3u, this 2 over 3u. Where 1u is a 1 interval. So 8 interval, you let it be 8 units. Difference equals to 2. So 1/3 of a unit equals to 2, 1u equals to 6. The total is 8 units. So 8 times 6. The answer is 48. Question 14. So in this collection, we have 20 5-cent coins, 20 10-cent coins, and 20 25-cent coins. Oh, sorry, these are stamps. So let's get the total value first. Total value of all the stamps. That's 20 times 5 cent plus 10 cent plus 25 cent. So altogether it is 800 cents. Now the postage is $7.10. Converted into cents, this is 710. So we check those that's not used. That's 800 minus 710. No, 90 cents is not used. Now, if we want to use the greatest number of stems, so for those that's not used, we have to choose the least number. We can use 25 cents, 27 cents. So we get a total of 90. We can get at most 3 of the 25-cent coins, 25-cent stamps. 3 of them, this is 75. So we need another 15. Then we can have 1 10-cent and 1 5-cent. So total is 90. So those that's not used is 3 plus 1 plus 1. 5 of them is unused. And we can use the total number. Altogether, we have 60 stamps. So minus 5 means the greatest number used is 55. So the answer is E. Question 15. So first, let's find the distance for one block. So we have 10 blocks in total. And they give us the total distance in the figure. And if you go by the straight line, this is 0.5, half a mile. So 0.5 divided by 10. Each of the block is 0.05 mile. So when he took the detour, let's check how many are there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So he need to walk 7 blocks. Then the distance traveled is 7 times 0.05, is 0.35. Then let's check for the time taken. Now, at first, 1 block is 1 minute. So if he go by the original route, this 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So it will only take 5 minutes, each block for 1 minute. So time taken is 5 minutes, converted into hours, this 1 out of 12. So we can find the speed. The speed is the distance divided by the time. That's the same as 0.35 times 12. So equals to 4.2. The answer is option B. Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coca Education. So this video will discuss the solutions from question 16 to question 20. So question 16. In this 20 by 20 table, we have the letters P, Q, and R. So if you look at the rows, there's PQR, PQR, PQR. So we can just focus on the first 3 columns to find the pattern. Now, in the first column, so it goes by the sequence PQR, PQR. So 20 divided by 3. That's 6, remainder 2. So it means there are 6 groups of PQR. For the remainder 2, the first 2 is P and Q. This means that first column, we have 7P, 7Q, and 6R. Now we do same for the second column. So remainder 2 is the first 2 letters. So we have 7Q, 7R, and 6P. Then for the third column is the first 2 letters again. So this is 7R, 7P, and 6Q. So every three columns is one group. We have 6 groups. Let's see the total for each group. So you add them together, the 7 plus 7 plus 6. There are 20P, 20Q, and 20R. So since we have 6 group of 3 columns, so this is 6 times 20, that's 120. 120P, 120Q, and 120R. Remainder 2 means we have another 2 columns. So that will be the first one and the second one as the remainder. So we added in the extra P and Q. Okay. So in first and second column, there's 7P and 6P. So plus 7 and 6. Altogether, we have 133. For Q, first one is 7, second one is also 7. So there's 120 plus 7 plus 7, 134. And for R, this is 6 and 7. So 120 plus 6 plus 7, 133. And you look at the 5 options, this is option C. Now, question 17. So when we folded this octahedron, you have to take note that the Q here given this is the front surface. Okay. So this is the front surface. They are asking the one on the right of Q. So it's this surface, this is the question mark. Okay, we want to find the number. Now first it's easy to see that the one on the left of Q is the one with the number 6. So we can highlight this on the figure. And then when you fold it, this 1, 5 goes to the bottom left. So this one is 5. So compare this question mark and the number 5. You can see these are the opposite faces. There's no overlap between these two faces. They do not touch on any point or any edge. So this unknown and the one with 5, they have no common point or no common edge. I can say vertex. Right, so you can see here, 5, 6, 7, and 4, they share this common vertex. So these cannot be the answer. And then 5 with the 3 and 2, they share this common vertex. So the only one that's not touching the 5 will be the face with the number 1. So the 1 and 5, and these are the opposite faces. They do not have a common vertex or common edge. So the answer is 1. We choose option A. Now for question 18. let's say the grasshopper, it goes to the right x time. And then it goes to the left y times. And eventually it goes to the right 2023 pipes. So goes to the right is 5 times x. Goes to the left is the other direction, so we need to minus the value. It's minus 3 times y equals to 2023. So we want to find the minimum number of steps. Okay, let's rearrange it. The 5x equals to 2023 times plus 3y. So the sum of them is a multiple of 5. This means that 3y, it ends with 2, or it ends with 7. Okay? If it ends with 2, 2023 plus 2, its ending is 5. If it ends with 7, 3 plus 7 is ending with 0. That's also a multiple of 5. Now the smallest one that ends with the 2 is 12. 3y equals to 12, so y equals to 4. As for the other one, you get a larger number, 3y equals to 27. So that one is not the smallest. Now when y equals to 4, we can find out the value of x. So 5x equals to 2023 plus 12. 5x is 2035. So x equals to 407. Total number of steps will be x plus y equals to 411. We choose option D. Question 19, you can see that the small triangle and the large triangle, they are similar to each other. So let's find the area ratio. They give us the set ratio. The set ratio is 2 to 3. So the area ratio equals to the square of the set ratio. It's 4 to 9. And we can let them be 4u and 9u. So small triangle is 4u. The large triangle is 9u. And then each of the, so the total of the 3 trapeziums will be 9 minus 4. 5u. And divided by 3. We find out that the failure is 5 over 3 units. And let's get the area ratio. So the shaded trapezium, 5 over 3 units. The triangle is 4u, the small triangle. So this is 5 over 3 to 4. Times 3 on both sides, the 5 to 12. So we choose option C. Question 20. So 2 integers are inserted in the sequence to double its range. Let's check the range for now. The range is the gap between the smallest number and the largest number. So that's 28 minus 3. Now the range is 25. Okay. Then we say that the mode and the median, they remain unchanged. So the mode is the number that appear the most number of times. So look at this sequence, the number that appear the most number of times is the number 3. And median is just the middle number when you arrange it from the smallest to the largest. And here we have 5 numbers, so the middle number is 8. So we want to double the range. Now the range will become 50, 25 times 2. And the mod remains the same. It's the number 3. Median remains the same, that's the number 8. We want to find the maximum sum of the 2 additional numbers. So one of them should be as large as possible. Since the range is 50, so we can find the larger number that's inserted is 50 plus 3. So 53. Okay. So there's the first number that's inserted. Because the smallest one is fixed, this equals to 3. So when we add in the number 53, difference between them is 50. Now, for the second number, so now we have 53. Okay. We need one more. We want to make sure that 8 is still the middle number, so means that this number is less than 8. The largest it can be is 7. You can see if you add a 7 here, 8 is still in the middle. It's the 4th number of this 7 number sequence. And then the number that appears the most number of time remains 3. Then let's just work out the sum. 7 plus 53 equals to 60. So we choose option D. Hi everyone, I'm Mr. Zhang from Coco Education. So this video will discuss solution for the last 5 questions. So we have the numbers from 1 to 9. They are read on separate cards. And she wishes to divide the cards into 3 groups. So the sum of each group is the same. First, we can find out the sum from 1 to 9. That equals to 45. So we know that the sum of one group will be 45 divided by 3 equals to 15. So let's check for the numbers. Now for the group that contain the number 1, the sum of the other 2 groups, the other 2 numbers is 14. So it can be 5 and 9. Or it can be 6 and 8. There are only 2 options. It cannot be 7 and 7. There's only one number 7. Then we check for the other groups. So the group that contain 2, sum of the other 2 numbers is 13. Now for 13, it can be 5 and 8, but 5 is already used. So it can only choose 6 and 7. And the last group will be 3, 4, and 8. And in case 2, the one that contains 2, the other 2 numbers, sum equals to 13. So now it can't be 5 and 8 or 6 and 7. And you can only choose 4 and 9. So last group is 3, 5, 7. Okay. So there are 2 ways for this to be done. The answer is C. Question 22. So we have a sequence of positive integers. Each term after the second is the product of the previous 2 terms. Let's say the first term is A, second term is B. So the third term is A times B. So that's AB. The next one is B times AB. So that's AB squared. Okay. Next one is AB times AB squared. So you have A times A, that's A squared. And then B times B squared, so equals to B cubed. The next one, we times them together again. So AB squared times A squared B cubed. So A times A squared is A cubed. B squared times B cubed. So 2 plus 3, this is 5. B to the power 5. So it means that the sixth term A cubed B to the power 5 equals to 4,000. So you factorize the number 4,000, you get this 5 cubed times 2 to the power 5. Compare between these two, we can see that A equals to 5, B equals to 2. So the first term is 5. Answer is option D. Question 23. We want to find the probability that it contains a large grid diamond in one of the 2 by 2 grids. So let this one show in the figure. Now, suppose the 2 by 2 so suppose the shaded diamond is here. So these 4, they are fixed. It must be in this orientation. For the others, they can be any orientation. Okay. So for the first small square, when it's in this orientation, the probability is 1/4. Because there are 4 orientations to choose from, there's only one of them, so it's a 1/4 probability. Second one, in this orientation, there is also only one of the 4 options. That's also 1/4. So this is the same for the third square and the fourth square. Each of them has a 1/4 probability to be in this orientation. So altogether, there's 1/256. Okay. But for the grid diamond, it can be in the first 2 by 2 square, or it can be in the second 2 by 2 square, or the third 2 by 2 square, or it can be in the fourth 2 by 2 square. So there are 4 cases. Each case, the probability is 1/256. So we do 4 times 1/256. We find out that this is 1/64. So answer is option C. So question 24. Let's label this point. So we can write them with D, E, and F, G. So let's compare the error ratio. Now, the error ratio equal to the square of the set ratio. So we compare the triangle ABC to the triangle BDE to the triangle BFG. These triangles, they are all similar to each other. So for the big triangle ABC, the height equals to h. The set is h, so the area will be h squared. And the next one, BDE, the height is 11. So this 11 square. For BFG, we can also find the height. The height is h minus 5. So this is h minus 5 squared. Set ratio is h to 11 to h minus 5. So you square it, we get the area ratio. And we know that the 2 shaded regions, they have the same area. Okay. Now, from here, you can from the error ratio, this one total is h square. Now, the one on top is 11 square. So we can find that for this shader, the error ratio it will be, okay, so we compare this one, this A, D, E, C to the triangle BFG. ADEC will be the total h square minus 11 square. Triangle BFG is h minus 5 bracket square. Okay, so take note, this is not the actual error, this is only the error ratio. And we know that this ratio is 1:1. It means that the two sides, the value is equal. So let's solve the equation here. H square minus 11 square equals to h minus 5 bracket square. So there's h square minus 121. Now for h minus 5 bracket square, you expand the bracket. So I'll write it here, h minus 5 times h minus 5. You can open them one by one. First, you expand the first bracket. So you get h times the second bracket minus 5 times the second bracket. So that's h square minus 5h plus minus 5h plus 5 times 5, which is 25. So simplify it, this h square minus 10h plus 25. So we can write it down here. Now the h square cancel each other. So we can find that 10h equals to 25 plus 121. So 10h equals to 146. H equals to 14.6. Okay. Then this is option A. Question 25. So let's find the difference between the largest number and the smallest number. Okay. Now, the smallest this can get is when A15 take the smallest value, 241, and A1 take the largest value, which is 10. So that's 241 minus 10. For the largest difference is when A15 be 250 and A1 is 1. So simplify this, A15 minus A1 is greater than or equals to 231, and less than or equals to 249. So you can see A1, A2, A3, all the way to A15. Now there are 15 numbers, so we have 14 intervals between them. Between any two numbers, there's one interval. So we can say the difference between the largest number and the smallest number is a multiple of 15. When you take this to divide by, sorry, not multiple of 15, multiple of 14. Okay? Because there are 14 intervals. So these are all integers between any two numbers. The difference is also an integer. So when divided by 14, remainder is 0. So we have to find a multiple of 14 that's within the range 231 to 249. And of course, you can take the number 249 to divide by 14. So this gives us 17, remainder 11. Then the largest multiple of 14 will be 14 times 17. It's 238. Okay. So within this range, there is only one multiple of 14, 238. It means the difference between them equals to 238. Then we can find the value of these numbers. Okay, so if difference is 238, and we know the range of A2. So let's check one of the interval is 238 divided by 14. Between any two adjacent number, difference is 17. Okay. So A2 minus A1 equals to 17. And there's only a few values here. Right? This can be 1, then there's 18, or it can be 2, 19, 3, and 20. So we check the possible values. Now, if A1 is 1, then A2 is 18. So A15 is 1 plus 238, this is 239. But that's not in the range. So this is wrong. Let me try the next group, 219, 240. 240 is not in the range. It's also wrong. So we are only left with the last option. There's A1 equals to 3, A2 equals to 20. The A15 is 3 plus 238, this is 241. So this one works. The last one, A14. So A14 is A15 minus the interval. Interval is 17. They give us 224. So do you want to find the sum of digits? 2 plus 2 plus 4 and equals to 8. So we choose option A.